This is everything I keep in my duffel bag loadout. What's going on, guys? Ben here with Robinson Reconnaissance, coming to you from the off-grid property here. Hope you guys are doing well. Here's everything that I keep in my duffel bag loadout. This is the BASECAMP CORDURA duffel bag from Kuiu. First off, I just want to make it known that this is not a get-home bag. It's not a 72-hour bag, not a bug-out bag. This is simply just a duffel bag loadout that I like to keep in my Jeep for the winter time. It's a bag that I use to go back and forth from my home in the city to my off-grid property. So I'm back and forth, back and forth. This is just a bag that has a lot of my essential items that I use on a day-to-day basis. Also, I just want to make it known that you don't need all of these items, obviously. You can have something way more scaled down than this, or even more scaled up. These are just some of my favorite items that I like to have with me. With that being said, let's get started. This is the BASECAMP CORDURA duffel bag from Kuiu. This is in their Velo camouflage pattern. This duffel bag is 20 inches wide by 9 inches tall and about 11 inches deep. This duffel bag is made of 500D nylon Cordura with YKK zippers and leather pulls. This duffel bag has 2 pockets on the side and 1 small pocket in front. This has a small zipper pocket here. And in that pocket, I have a tourniquet. This is the North American Rescue Combat Application Tourniquet. I have this in bright orange just so it's easy to see, easy to locate. This is a Gen 7 cat tourniquet, and I always keep this right in that little small zipper pocket right in front here, just so it's easy to grab, easy to locate. I like to have a tourniquet on me at all times, and this Gen 7 tourniquet is effective at stopping the bleed in your upper and lower extremities. It's nice to have a tourniquet with you for a variety of emergencies, whether it's a car wreck, a gunshot, or any other sort of bleeding situation. This duffel bag has 2 looped handles, and one of the handles I like to keep my Montana Knife Company MINI-SPEEDGOAT. This Montana Knife Company MINI-SPEEDGOAT has a sheath which attaches to any belt or strap. So I have this strapped on, lashed onto the pack right here in this duffel. It's a black paracord Montana Knife Company MINI-SPEEDGOAT. And I like to have this just because it's super lightweight, easy to carry, you don't notice it on the pack, and you'll have a knife at the ready whenever you need it. Oh! Pops right into the sheath, easy to access, and you can easily move this or take it and adjust it or put it somewhere else on your body. Next up, we'll get to the inside of the top mesh compartment of this bag. It has a zipper, and in here I have an Olight. If you know me, you know I really like Olight flashlights. So this is a black Olight flashlight. This is an S1R Baton 2 Olight flashlight, and you're able to clip this onto your hat. It's also got a magnetic tip, so it allows you to stick it onto anything metal while you're working. It's got this magnetic rechargeable USB. You just plug this into any USB source and you can recharge this. That just comes in a little Olight bag. Also in this top pouch, I have some matches. So these are some larger waterproof matches. They come in a container with a little cotton ball. That allows you to start a fire if you need to. I also have some smaller waterproof matches, and these are both from UCO. Also in this top pouch, I have 2 granola bars. These are just Go Macro granola bars. I also have 2 of these spotlights from Night Eyes. These are for my dogs, so I like to have these in an emergency. You can just strap these onto your dog's collar, and then you're able to see kind of your dog in the dark. It's just nice to have these. You never know whether you're camping or any sort of nighttime situation where you need to see and find your dogs quickly. In that top pocket, I also have some hand warmers. Obviously not the ideal solution, you know, whether it comes to gloves or keeping your hands warm, but you could use these for your feet as well and put them in your boots. Hand warmers are just a really nice option to have, so you can just shake these quickly, activate them, and you can have quick heat just to keep your hands and feet warm. Also in that top pocket, I just have an extra dog leash. I have 2 dogs, 2 huskies, so it's nice to have an extra leash. Next up in this top mesh pouch, I have a GRIZZLY Forge naked muskrat knife. I like to have this, it's pretty lightweight, comes in a really nice sheath. But I really like this knife. It's made by Lucas O'Hara with GRIZZLY Forge, and this one is the Black Rifle Coffee Company edition. Also has a paracord attached to it, so you can wrap that around or attach this to your belt or your pack, and you have an extra knife. So I like to keep a multitude of knives on me. Ooh. And this is also an extension kind of my EDC. So that's my knife. Next up in this top pocket, I have a Leatherman Skeletool. If you've seen any of my videos so far, you know that I love my Leatherman Skeletool. This Skeletool allows you to have a Phillips head, a flathead screwdriver, a pair of pliers, and you also have a knife as well. This Leatherman Skeletool comes in this black canvas case, which easily just snaps in. And it's pretty easy to carry. So that's my other knife. Next up in that top pocket, I have a headlamp. This is a black diamond headlamp, just a basic. Nice to have a couple different sources of light along with my O-light. And the last item that I keep in this top mesh pocket is a charging cord. This is a nylon cord with a magnetic tip, which allows you to change out all the different things. It's a USB, and it's a pretty long cord. I think this is about a 12-foot cord. This cord just allows me to recharge all my devices, whether it's my iPad or my iPhone. It's nice to have an extra one. So that's everything in the top mesh pocket. Now we'll get to the main compartment of this bag. First off, I have a pair of mechanics wear gloves. I have these mechanics wear gloves in a variety of different colors. These are in gray, and I like the fast fit option just because it allows you to throw them on really quickly. These mechanics wear gloves provide a little bit of insulation for your hands, also a little bit of protection for your hands if you're doing a variety of different tasks, working with tools or a hatchet or knife. They provide a certain layer of protection for your hands while also keeping your hands warm to a certain extent. You can also throw these hand warmers inside of these and it'll keep you warm to a certain level. So I like to have these mechanics wear gloves as an option. Next up in the main compartment, I have a pair of yak tracks. So I like to have yak tracks at the property, especially in the winter, just because it's so icy, there's snow everywhere, and I'm walking my dogs. So it's nice to have these on. Just throw them on your shoes or your hiking boots. And now you have a really good solution where you have traction in the snow and you're not slipping and sliding and falling all over the place. So I like to have these in my winter loadout. Also in the main compartment of this bag, I have a Magpul DACA pouch. This is a waterproof pouch. Has a YKK zipper that's waterproof. Inside of this DACA pouch, I have a variety of different liquids and beverages. So I have Element electrolyte pouches. And then I also have Celsius energy pouches. And then also, of course, Black Rifle coffee and instant coffee pouches. Just nice to have a variety of different coffee options at hand. And also electrolytes to keep you going. The next item that I keep at the top and front and center of the pack of the main compartment is my first aid kit. So this is just a small first aid kit from Fieldcraft Survival. I like this first aid kit. It's smaller, it's easy to grab, it's got this red pull tab with the Velcro on the back. You can stick this onto anything Velcro, and then you've got some really easy to grab pull tabs, pull zippers, and this is really just a first aid kit, boo-boo kit. So I have a lot of different bandages in here, smaller band-aids for your fingers, gauze pads, Neosporin, Advil, sting, bite solutions, and some rubber gloves. Anything for your minor cuts, scrapes, burns, or bites. I like to have this front and center as well, along with the tourniquet in front. The next item in my main compartment here is a jet boil. The jet boil allows you a quick and light solution to heat up water and boil water. You can purify water by boiling it. You can also use this for coffee, drip coffee, hot chocolate, or to heat up water for an MRE. This bottom part is just the heating system that screws onto the isobutane propane or fuel. And now you have a jet boil system where you can heat water in a pinch. The next item I have in my main compartment is a merino wool base layer. This is just from First Light. It's a lightweight hoodie. So this is nice to have, just gives you an extra layer of warmth. And this base layer keeps me warm. It repels moisture and dries fairly quickly. It's also lightweight and repels odors. The next item that I keep in this main compartment is just a skinny, low-profile lantern. This is just a cheap, basic lantern that I like to have. It's pretty thin, pretty low profile, and lightweight. I've got a black diamond carabiner attached to this. It allows you to hang this on anything. And it's got a variety of different brightnesses and also red flashing lights for any emergency type of scenario. You can lay this on the road or any other type of emergency to alert anybody with this red flashing light. The next item in the main compartment here is my DOP kit from Payos Industries. Payos stands for Platoon East Operation System. This is in OD green. So in this DOP kit, I keep my toothbrush, my toothpaste, toothpaste, deodorant, some wet wipes. These are some Bamboo baby wipes. I also have some Alpine body wipes. You can easily just dispose of these. Some sanitizer spray, alcohol spray, and some sunscreen. Next up in the main compartment, I have a couple of Mountain House meals. It's nice to have some quick MREs just to be able to boil some water with the jet boil, and now you have an instant meal. These also have a long shelf life, so I think these are good through 2053, so you know they have 25 to 30 year shelf life on them. This is a regular adventure meal from Mountain House. It's just chicken fried rice, and this one is a higher protein. They call this like a pro pack, I think. And this is the scrambled eggs with uncured bacon. So I have lunch or dinner and a breakfast meal. Nice to have these on the go. I can make them in my cabin, and a quick solution for food. The next item I have in the main compartment here is the Hell's Gate hatchet from Montana Knife Company. This is in the olive green, OD green version. And this has a nice leather sheath on it from Montana Knife Company. Has a button on it, a little snap. You can easily take it out. And I like to have a hatchet for chopping kindling, firewood. It's got a nice flat back to it. You can use that to hammer in steaks. And then it's fairly sharp, but also lightweight, smaller hatchet. And this just goes in there. It's got a snap button, which snaps on. You can also attach this leather sheath to your belt or your pack. But I just really like to have this in the bag, on the go. The next item in my duffel bag here is the Torch 500 lantern from Goal Zero. This has a solar panel on the back side of it, so you can set this out in the sun and let it recharge. It also has a USB on the side and a USB-C, which allows you to charge devices with a USB cord. And the nice thing about this is it has a flashlight and it has a lantern with varying light temperatures. And then it also has a little loop on the top which you can hang it up. And it's an effective lantern, another source of light in addition to the basic lantern I have over here. The next item in the main compartment of this duffel is a winter hat. This is a fur-lined hat that covers your ears. You might look like a Soviet, but it keeps you warm and it's a good effective way to keep your head and your ears warm. Next item in the main compartment of the duffel is a multi-purpose camping tarp. This is just a cheap version from Avalanche. It's durable, it's easy to set up, it's tear resistant, and you have instant shelter if you need it. And I haven't even used this yet, but it's nice to have. This is just green, which I believe is 84 by 108 inches. So it's durable, travel ready, and weighs only about a pound. The next item in my main compartment are just two CORDURA pouches from Audi Gear. These are in multicam. They both have zippers. These are empty right now, but it's nice to have some stuff to put some stuff into if you need to categorize things or keep things separate from other stuff. So I like these. They're Audi Gear. They're very durable, made of CORDURA, ripstop nylon. And they've got these really nice zippers on them with two little pouches on the side. Audi Gear is one of my favorite companies and they have really high quality products. And I like these just to be able to separate stuff and for holding different things. My next item in the main compartment here is just a change of clothes. So I have two cotton t-shirts, an extra pair of underwear, and two pairs of black socks. So it's nice to have socks, an extra pair too. The next item in my main compartment of my bag is this outdoor battery from Nest Out. It's meant for the outdoors, so it's waterproof, dustproof, and shockproof. So it's extra durable. It's got two lids to it, which unscrew, and you have two USBs and a USB-C. So this will charge most of my devices, you know, from my Mac computer to my iPad or my iPhone or any other devices that you can plug a USB cable into. And I found this thing to be pretty durable in the elements, in the weather, in the extra cold weather. And I've dropped it and it's super durable. It comes in a tan color. This outdoor battery is also nice to have as a redundancy in comparison with the Goal Zero torchlight. You can charge things just like you would with that with the USB. But this is a little more rugged, a little more meant for the outdoors and for camping and whatnot and traveling. So nice to have. Next up in a Ziploc bag, I just have a fork and spoon combination. These are just two cheap plastic forks. The spoon on one side, the fork on one side. They've got this little tab on the back which comes undone. That's a little knife and this just stows back in there like that. Nice to have in combination with the MREs. Next up, this is similar to my Get Home bag. I have a giant gallon Ziploc bag, freezer bag. This has a torch in it from Snow Peak for my isobutane fuel canister. That'll provide light and a little bit of heat. I've got some giant waterproof matches in here, along with another charging station for USB, USB-C. It's not as durable, doesn't do as well in colder weather as the other one. And then I have a poncho, which is waterproof poncho, and some more instant coffees, and another MK outdoor lighter. I keep this all in this gallon Ziploc bag just because it keeps everything dry, keeps everything contained. It's got some waterproof matches and kind of just a multi-purpose kit for camping and being outdoors. Next up in my pack, I have a microfiber handkerchief from Meat Eater. So this has basic first aid and survival tips all over it. It's got ways to tie a knot, ways to secure food and water, and navigation. And I like this just because you're able to clean stuff. You can use this in a splint, and it could definitely save a life if needed. I got this actually at Meat Eater Live in Denver. They did a Meat Eater Live with Steven Ranella. I really recommend this. It's nice, it's lightweight, and wicking fabric too. My next item in this pack is just some extra batteries. These are just some cheap batteries from Target. Got some AA batteries and some AAA batteries. These will work for the lantern and a variety of other uses. I never know when I'm going to need extra batteries up at the property when I'm off-grid, so you could also add a 9-volt battery to this for some extra redundancy, but I think it's nice just to have AA's and AAA's on hand when you need them. My next item in my duffel is these Grimlock D-ring clips. These are very lightweight plastic carabiners. They're military grade and they're pretty strong for being plastic, but they're also super lightweight. You can use these to hook onto anything, to lash stuff to your pack, you know, the various loops and whatnot. And you can also use these with sheaths to carry your knife or your hatchet. I have these in OD green, coyote, and black. Really nice to have these just kind of as an extra lashing solution. In addition to these Grimlock plastic carabiners, I also have this carabiner lashed onto the front of the pack. The next item in my duffel is this Grail water purifier. So this is a whole water purifying system with a titanium exterior. You can use this Grail system to fill it up and then push down, and you're purifying your water as you go. And this I also have currently filled with water, so it's a good solution to use as a water bottle as well. You can throw this on the jet boil and heat this up and boil water in the TI cup on the exterior, or you can just use as a redundancy, once you boil the water, you can also use it to purify the water. Again, I think this is the 16-ounce version. And I think Grail just came out with a 20 or 24 ounce version of this. To me, Grail is kind of the standard right now when it comes to water purification. And you can easily go on the stream, fill up water, or you can just also leave this filled up with water like I have right now. The Grail comes with this little mesh pouch, just to kind of as a travel pouch. My second to last item in this main compartment is this ammo pouch from Flatline Fiber Co. This is just nice to have an ammo pouch that closes and also has a retention system on it. But then I also have ammo in here in a box. This is the Federal 115 grain American Eagle ammo. Some of my favorite ammo. Usually I would typically dump all the ammo out into this ammo pouch, but for this duffel bag purpose, I just leave this in the container for now. And then I could also add more to it if I need it. It's really nice to have extra 9mm ammo on hand for when you need it at the range, or if you need it for an emergency for self-defense or protection. I'm a big believer in what Flatline Fiber Co. is doing. This is in Multicam Arid, and this has a MOLLE panel system, which you can use this to attach to your chest rig or holster or your belt. This ammo pouch is a good storage solution for all of your ammo. Nice to have on the go. And the very last item in my duffel bag is this Eberlestock Bandit fanny pack. This is my go-to fanny pack for when I'm going hiking. It has my Walther CCP concealed carry pistol in it. That's a 9mm. I have an extra magazine in there. And then in the front zipper pocket, I have an extra thing of face and body sunscreen. And then I have a couple of Bic lighters as an extra redundancy if needed. And then I also have this folding knife from ProTech. This is one of my favorite new knives. This has a really deep pocket clip on it and is pretty lightweight and a really good folder, which I like to carry with me when I'm hiking or on the go. I like to use this fanny pack as an extension of my EDC. Which really, this whole duffel bag loadout system is an extension of my EDC, my everyday carry. But for now, it's just nice to have this kind of as an option as well. If I can take this out of the duffel, take this with me on the go, it just gives me more options to carry stuff and transport stuff back and forth when I'm on the go in my Jeep. So there you have it. That's everything that I carry with me in my winter loadout for my duffel bag. And this is really just an extension of my everyday carry, my EDC, that allows me to be on the go and to have mobility. Some of these items are necessities, some of these items are essentials. It's really just up to you and what you want to put in your duffel bag loadout. So anyways, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on this duffel bag loadout. Let me know if there's anything that you guys would add or subtract here. Would love to hear your guys' input. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys liking this video and subscribing to my channel here at Robinson Reconnaissance on YouTube. Until next time, I'll continue broadcasting from way out here at the off-grid property. Peace out.